Hello everyone, welcome to another session on Introduction to Television and Cinema. In this session, we are going to discuss about the concept called visual language. Okay, so we were discussing about module 6 in which of your textbook and in which we were discussing about basics of filmmaking. So this is like you can say the third lecture on basics of filmmaking, and this lecture will be discussing about visual language. So you all are familiar with this concept called communication. Languages are like very important for communication. We have understood this particular concept. Okay, so the important purpose of a language is like it is to communicate. So communication using visual element is generally termed as visual language. Okay, so a language, there is a structured system that we actually follow, the humans follow to communicate, is normally called as language. So here it is like visual language, where we use visual elements, okay, to communicate something. So the elements of visual language to just usually help us to generate or help the collaborators of cinema to generate ideas and feelings. So visual language allows us to record ideas in a way that are more universal than spoken words. Okay, so means like it is not just about a person who knows your language. It has got a much more reach than language, okay, when it comes to visual, because a cinema that is in fact being taken in Iran, okay, where you have no clue about what the language is or what the country is, but it might be screened in IFK, so International Film Festival of Kerala. You're getting it. So it's like it records ideas in a way that are more universal. It should be more universal in nature than the spoken words. For example, even if the language spoken in a movie is completely unknown to you, you can get an overall understanding of the movie's themes, storyline and narratives through what? Through just watching the cinema. When you watch a Korean movie, you have no clue about the language that you're watching, but still you can understand the story, because the cinema is in fact being taken in such a manner that even if you have no clue about the language, you'll understand. Okay, so that is the power of visual language. So you can see that written or spoken language uses letters, words, sentences and paragraphs to convey a narrative, but visual media such as you can say photography or painting or cinema or television for that matter, they go for visual language to generate ideas and feelings. So what exactly is the language of cinema? Okay, so here you can say the three terms. One is like shots, okay, in a cinema. Then the second one is like use of short sequences, not exactly SHORT, it is SHOT, okay, that's a mistake. So short sequences, and third one is like scenes and dramatic sequences. So these are like the different methods that are in fact used. Four methods are there to convey a narrative. So we'll look into them one by one. Okay, so this is the short video sequence. First one is frame, then you have a short sequence, then you have a scene sequence, and then you have a dramatic sequence. So what exactly is a short? The language of cinema in fact starts with the short. Okay, so it starts with the short in film. In film, you can say, just like in the written language, the smallest element in a written language is the letter. Likewise, the smallest component in visual language is short. Okay, it is a short. So though in reality, okay, short is more close to word because it actually conveys a meaning, not like a letter. It does not convey a meaning as such, okay, letter, but word, of course, it conveys a meaning. So it in reality it is close to short, it is close to word, but to understand the that concept called short, the textbook has in fact used that correlation. Okay, then depending on its elements, a short can also tell the entire story or just a tiny piece. So these elements include the short's duration, camera angle and movement, sound, lighting, and all the visual design of the production. Okay, so after short we have a short sequence. Okay, so short sequence is in fact a collection of shorts that communicate an idea, just as collection of words in the form of a sentence. Okay, words that communicate an idea in the form of a sentence. Likewise, short sequence gives us an idea. Okay, it communicates an idea. Okay, so a sequence can be long or short, using many shorts or just a few shorts. So just like the order of words matter in a sentence, the order of images is important in cinematic syntax, cinematic grammar. Okay, so only if the shots are in the right sequence, you will understand the clear picture of it. Okay, so film scenes often start with a wide shot to establish the location before moving it close to the actor or the artist. Okay, we'll see those things when we discuss about the types of shots. So short sequence communicates an idea, while a scene depicts a narrative event in the story. Okay, short sequence communicates an idea, okay, but scene is like a section higher, you can say. Okay, so it's like it actually gives us certain information about the you can say about the narrative of the story. So if short sequence is comparable to written sentence, a scene is in fact a paragraph. So short sequence is a sentence and scene is a paragraph. So next one is dramatic sequence. Here it is mentioned as video sequence. It is a collection of dramatically linked scenes that often communicates and complete narrative idea. Okay, so it is comparable to a series of paragraphs or a chapter in a book. So scenes of different locations and character, they are in it in fact narrates the entire story. So that is all about the concept called visual language. It has got 4 components. One is short, then you have short sequences, then you have sequences, and lastly you have dramatic sequences. I hope it is clear. Okay, so we'll continue with this discussion through some other videos. I'll send you some related videos, so that you'll have a better understanding of it. But go through your textbook. So it is mentioned clearly in your textbook. It is on page number 120. Okay, so till we meet in another video. Thank you.